Hey, everybody. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. Yes, that's right. It's time for Sarcastic Distractions, the interesting podcast for interesting people. Featuring, as always, the Gentleman Society of Podcasting. Myself, Harvey. My heterosexual life mate, Da Dave.
Hello.
The ever-loving, ever-beetling AJ.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. How's it going, man?
I really like the intro on this one. You should replay this one. Always. Hey, always.
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 I love it.
That's what I heard anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what's going on. And if you couldn't figure it out, that's not what we're talking about today. No. We are going to talk about, I guess, no other way to say it, like worldly diets and the things that people eat in other regions of the world that we find
not the kind
is
of
interesting.
And ours too.
And ours too,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
go away fat kind of diets.
No.
No. Bring on the fat type diet.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
yeah, by all means. And if you are on if you're one of our 20s of fans and you were here to
Are
look
we
for
really
a
up to 20?
Yeah.
Fucking
If
hey.
you're looking for like help with your diet, this is not the episode for you. That's not what we're here.
Oh, that'll be the
This
next
is not
one.
That's the next
This is not the
one.
podcast for you. I don't
No,
think.
don't think so. Don't think so at all. But you want to hear about what we think are peculiar and odd about other diets as well as our own?
Or just unique.
Or just
Special.
unique, yeah.
Again, just because it's
Interesting?
different. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are better
Say
descriptors.
odd, Chris.
Yeah.
That's- okay.
You don't
Oh,
judge
so
other people
sorry.
because they think differently than us.
Isn't that
Wow.
isn't that the whole point of this episode?
Wow.
Gorsh. Mickey.
So yeah, let's talk about those today. Let's talk about things that are interesting in the dietary world.
Okay. Yeah, I have to admit, from an interest, I can't really share, but what I will share is the first time I learned something about different diets, and I would have been, I can't know the exact age, but when I found out that a good majority of people from India not only don't eat cows, but consider them like religious, sacred.
Yeah.
And I can remember I was probably like 7, 8, some age of that. And I just thought my buddy, who I think was Indian from memory, was just trying to be a dick to me. And I start laughing. I'm like, who would ever? It's a fucking cow. We eat it.
Yeah.
It's one of my rare memories of really being a jerky white guy.
A jerky white guy.
Yeah,
white
it's when I
guy.
was
Jerky white guy.
I was properly indoctrinated into the yes, you white person, you're an idiot.
Yeah, no, I remember that being hearing about that and like, no way. And I'm like, yeah, no, they don't eat cows. I'm like, what?
Yep.
And you're like, okay, all right, yeah. That's
So like
interesting.
you gotta think people in more maybe rural. That's a hard word to say. I feel like Donald Trump when I say that word. Rural.
You look like him too when you
In
say
more
that.
rural.
The hand gestures.
in more rural areas of
Not in
of
China.
India, maybe where they don't, have so much access to internets and TVs and stuff.
Sure.
They think it's weird, that's kind of how this whole idea for this conversation really came about. Is like, how weird do they think?
We are.
Do we think it's as weird as people in somewhere, Japanese people eating raw fish?
Sure.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
is that how they see it, or is it like
Maybe.
I would assume so.
like
Yeah.
holy fuck, you eat cows?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that kind
yeah.
of
So
that
it's,
kind of reaction.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. But I think there is something to be said about the American or North American diet has become so universally
Okay.
known.
Fair enough.
So other people may not think of it as weird.
But again, I'm thinking.
But
more,
now we're starting to see that of other, diets
yeah,
too.
but
You know what I mean?
Like, because
but I'm
sushi
thinking-
isn't that weird
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
not anymore.
Mediterranean food.
But it was.
back in like 1980s.
80s?
It was
That's
like-
what I was thinking.
it was still somewhat available, but it was more of a high end
Yes.
thing,
It was a weird
and it
thing
was
to
still
do.
exotic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very exotic.
Right. I guess that's what we're talking about. Exotic.
Yeah.
What used to be.
Delicacies
Because
and
nowadays,
delicacies,
yeah,
right?
nowadays it's a little rare. Because it's like even, how do I phrase this? Like true Chinese food.
Oh yeah.
And I mean that in the sense of we all grew up with Chinese food.
Yeah, that's
White people.
that's like
Chinese
the
food.
McDonald's fast.
Yeah,
Chinese food.
exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
But the actual Chinese food is quite unique and quite
like-
different.
Oh, very different. Yeah.
Like chicken feet.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're down with the chicken feet.
They
Yeah.
do love the chicken
and they're
feet.
like
I don't mind chicken feet.
they're one of those cultures that like they eat the fish. It's all the whole fish.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You get the
All of
the
it.
face and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the eyeballs.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
One of my favorite dishes.
Kind of weird to me.
You know, I
It is
agree
weird.
with you.
It's
I
odd.
do.
Yeah.
I admit. I can still remember we ate duck tongues once.
Duck tongues.
I've tried it
that?
I
once.
thought duck tongues were all like spiky and weird. Looking.
No, well, I don't know how they prepped this. It was cold too. That was the. I think you know what's
also
funny.
weird.
Odd, yeah.
That threw me
Weird,
off. I
yeah.
think more than the fact that it was a tongue.
You made it with a duck.
A cold duck.
Technically, I made it with a great many ducks.
Oh, great many ducks. But wow. But wow.
How was it?
How was the duck tongue?
Honestly, I think I had one bite and I just like that's nice, and I tried something
I'm
else.
good for that.
Yeah.
I've had beef tongue.
I've had that as well.
You can get it in a taco at the Western Fair from True Taco.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, and it's
I just found it as meh.
it's yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's
Yeah.
I if I had to eat it, I wouldn't, and it was prepared properly, I wouldn't turn it down, but I wouldn't choose to do it again.
Right.
Yeah.
It was just offered because we went when True Taco had an actual restaurant on Dundas.
Mhm.
One of my friends wanted to have their birthday dinner there, so we
Mm.
went there, and it was like offered in like a whole pack of tacos.
Oh,
I was
nice.
like, fuck, whatever.
Yeah, you
Just-
gotta try it
just
once.
Try them all. And yeah, it was prepared well because it wasn't all chewy and rubbery. It was
Mhm.
actually like tender and everything, but it's very minerally.
So
Yeah.
it didn't taste like chewing cud?
No,
No.
no, it
That's
didn't taste
amazing.
like grass at all.
That's amazing.
No, it tasted like somebody's blood.
Yeah, I've heard it's somewhat similar to a liver, and
Yeah. That's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
heard too.
yeah. It's very minerally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it wasn't.
it's like cow balls. I've always wanted to try them because of that television show back in the day.
Fear Factor?
Yes,
Oh.
Yeah. Just to see. Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen,
I will admit I would try it once.
I've seen so many shows on the
try it.
Food Network where I've seen them prepared in a multitude of fashions,
Mm.
and I don't think I would want to. No.
I generally follow the rule: I will try everything once.
Yeah.
As long as you eat it
You know
with
what?
me.
Yeah, me too.
know what?
That's my rule,
Yeah.
though. You have to eat it with me. If
Yeah.
you're just like, hey, Dave,
Yeah, no.
Because I know they don't. I mean, they can't. I mean, they prepare them the whole fucking ball, but usually it's a sliced up thing.
yeah,
and then they'll like bread them and deep fry them.
yeah, exactly.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'd eat a ball chip. Sure,
Ball
I'd
chip.
try nibble. I'd nibble a nut.
You nibble a
I'd
nut.
nibble a nut.
A little test chip.
I'd taste a testicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
But
more
only
about
like a-
cracking
only
the
like a
nuts,
little
but
right? But no, I don't know if it would be something I would search out
Hmm.
in exotic foods.
Well, that's okay. It's one of those things.
And-
My lovely wife, and if she happens to listen to this, I really mean this in the nicest way. She does, when they brew the kombucha, they have like a leftover of it. And from that, they make basically, it's like a kombucha strip, like dried meat strips,
Oh, okay.
but it's made from kombucha.
Okay.
Yeah. And I admit, like, it's okay. Like, nothing horrible about it. It's not meat by any stretch.
Right.
But it's one of those just kind of, oh, this is not bad. What is this? It's a kombucha strip. What's that? It is basically the leftovers from a fermented kombucha. Nothing unhealthy, but dried out properly,
Yeah.
maintained. It's much like a meat stick or any of those things.
Yeah.
I think it sounds more like a fruit leather to me.
Yeah, you know what?
One of
It
those
is
fruit leather
similar.
strips that my
Yeah.
kid eats.
Yeah,
and
those
bunch of
dry
Yeah, it is
fruit
similar
thing,
to a
yeah.
fruit load. Better description, yes.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that you're like, well, how was this made? It's like, well, it's part of the brewing process. It's the
Yeah,
literally the
that kinda-
leftover piece.
That kind of
of-
makes sense, though.
Good on
Yeah.
them for thinking of something to do with the byproduct.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it
That's
is
really
cool.
neat that they do that.
As I said, like I've tried it. It's not horrible. Just for me, it was it just never made
Yeah.
me. It wasn't oh my god, I want this. But just this is nice, and then she
Yeah.
goes and sells it, so I can't have it anyway. It's probably for the
Oh.
best that I don't love it.
That's probably
That's
good.
true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good thing kombucha's not like your favorite thing in the whole wide world. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I know you like it fine and all, but like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's hoarding it
To
all.
me,
I've never even tried the kombucha.
I'll have to bring some.
I've never
sometime.
booched.
I'll bring
is that,
the.
is that how the kids? Is that what the kids booched? Is
I don't know.
Is that what it's called when you're doing
have
the
to ask her
kombucha?
Why are you looking at the oldest guy,
Are you
man?
doing,
I don't know.
Are you doing kombucha?
Are you
Is
doing the
that how-
booch? Are
Is
you
that how
booch?
it works?
Yeah.
See, the problem is there is a company I think called Booch.
Yeah,
There is, yes.
Yeah.
It is or used to be on Dundas there.
No, it's still they're the ones that are like I've only seen them open once
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, I have to someone understand. We all know what Dundas is nowadays. Fuck.
It's a street to do drugs. and
It's a
be
street to do where the
homeless.
fuck you
That's
want.
right.
Even the cops will happily walk right on by and tell you,
Oh yeah.
be safe.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're not fucking patrolling that spot. Yeah. Yeah. Kombucha. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. with
Yeah,
but it makes sense.
Yeah, they
That's
make
cool.
it. They have a whole thing. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
nice. Well, she's
Um,
only canned now to boot. So
Yeah. One thing I remember when I was in China, and they had friends were gracious enough to take me to different restaurants that represent different regions of.
Oh, that's
China.
cool.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty fun. But the one thing that I kind of had a hard time getting over, you guys might have had some variation of this, and it's becoming more popular in other cultures, is they prepare chicken cold. So it's like, it's not raw. They I don't know if they steam it or what, but they purposefully serve it cold to
Okay.
you.
like on a
With-
sandwich.
Nope.
Like on
No.
a sandwich?
No,
well, that's what I would use.
No,
A
just
sandwich?
by itself. They might put some like ginger, lemon, stuff on
All
it,
right.
and it's a whole chicken, and then everyone goes and does
Like
their
with
thing.
the face and everything?
Nah, sometimes, but did this one have the face? I don't think this one had the face. But they do it with the skin that's all bumpy and skinny.
Oh,
And so
yeah,
there's no
okay.
actual like crispiness to it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that after a couple bites, I'm like, I'm good.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to
My
eat the
jam.
skin,
Yeah.
but the meat.
Yeah, the meat
Like,
I would
I
do.
mean-
It was just too close. It
cold
wasn't
chicken.
raw, but
Yeah.
it's just too close to that.
Because it's not
for me.
raw, right?
No.
Okay, because
no.
if it was raw, that's a no.
Yeah,
No.
obviously, yeah.
But yeah, because to me, it's no different than, I have to admit, chicken breast. Like,
Sure.
when
Yeah,
I'm
like a
eating
chicken-
leftover.
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm eating leftover chicken breast,
Slicing it up, putting it on your sandwich.
yes, or I just eat it.
I think it was the skin that ultimately was like,
Yeah.
you know.
I find there's a lot of, and I can't remember where I heard it. I was watching a YouTube thing. A lot of Chinese cooking is texture based.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of gelatinous, rubbery,
Yep.
kind of things going on. I remember having one dish from somewhere. Can't remember what it was, and it had like pig skin on it or something,
Mm.
but it wasn't crispity, crunchy, chicharroni type pig skin. It was
Right.
like gelatinous.
It just adds the
It was
flavor to the
blah,
meat.
blah. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. That's what the texture was like.
Yeah. I have to admit, it's one of those things, one of my New Year's resolutions, I am attempting, I do say attempt, to eat less skin on the meats.
Yeah.
Because I have to admit, I have been especially a chicken skin.
But
chicken
the skin is
skin
where
with,
the flavor is.
I know, but it's also one of those things that, and I knew this years ago, but I'm attempting in my older age. Wow. It's one of those things, you have a chicken breast.
You couldn't
I
see
mean,
it, but he was
I've
patting his
always been a
penis there.
skinless chicken breast.
He's patting his penis there.
Okay.
That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, I heard on the internet, if I eat less skin, it'll grow in size
That's
finally.
right. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
No,
That's science,
you have
folks.
you have to eat less foreskin, Dave.
Oh. Hey, they didn't put the 4 in that.
No,
Oh.
I missed the 4. I just thought it was
It's
skin.
in
Yeah.
tiny little parentheses in front of the word. But yeah, I was never been a chicken no. Like I'll eat the
KFC.
skin off of KFC,
Yeah.
100%. But when I go and buy chicken at the store, I usually buy a skinless.
Skinless.
Sure,
I am tempted to
skinless,
do
boneless.
this more. Once in a while, I will freely admit, no, I get in a shake and bakey chicken mood. Fuck it, it's happening.
Before you throw it, forgo it all for good,
Mm.
if you ever get a chance, shout out to Costco for this. They obviously do their chickens. They roast their rotisserie chickens.
Yeah.
They now do this thing where they've got just drumsticks for around like a buck or two more.
Bucket of skin.
Pretty much.
Ew.
The fucking, I don't know what spice they use on these drumsticks,
Cocaine.
but it's fucking, yeah, I think it is cocaine because I can't get enough of it.
It's
Nice.
It's delicious. So
It's
make sure to
cost
put that in your
cocaine.
diet at
I
some
will
point.
attempt.
Try
I will
that
attempt
out.
it's cost cocaine.
Yeah.
It's cost cocaine.
Cost
Exactly.
cocaine. Nice.
You buy it in bulk.
For sure. Yeah.
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 Would
Skin.
Would you
Oh.
would you go to Peru if you were in Peru? Would you try guinea pig?
Yes.
There's only one thing animal wise that I don't think I could bring myself to try.
Okay.
That would be anything simian. So monkeys, apes.
So you did a dolphin?
Yeah, I tried dolphin.
You tried dolphin?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm not going to go and hunt one. I'm not going to go out and
No.
whatever. But if there's a situation where I'm like, oh, here I am, and
So-
someone's going to present me dolphin,
So
I'll try it.
hold on though.
Sure.
Hold on though. Hold on though.
Am I going to fuck his blowhole? No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that.
Not in front of
Are
other
you
people.
Not in front of the
Are
yeah,
you not
it's brood hosts.
curious, maybe potentially, to know what people taste like.
Not at the
No.
moment. No.
No.
Never?
No.
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 I mean, I've bit my nails.
I bit my nails.
Yeah.
I've had a piece of skin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I've chewed
That's
it.
enough.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
That's
enough. Yeah.
skin. That's like we were just talking about.
Yeah.
That's skin. That's not flesh.
Yeah. I've had one of those moments, those weird moments where you sneeze and when you breathe back in, snot goes down your throat.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I've had
yeah, yeah.
that.
That's good
not,
enough. Yeah.
That's not eating people.
Yeah.
Well,
That's eating boogies.
yeah, well, I'm consuming a portion of my body in order to understand
That's not
the
your body.
And
That's
no.
boogies.
Long story short, I would not eat a person.
You would
No,
not.
and that's I think the reason
You're not
why
ever?
I'm opposed to the simian thing too, because they're just close enough to us. I'm like, I don't really need.
But see,
that.
that's what was my question. That would
You
be
know.
the closest way to
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
eat a people.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Isn't
If
there a thing
desperation
about
kicked
monkey
in,
brains or something? Why do I
yeah,
have this in my head?
okay.
Indiana Jones.
Is that what it
was
is?
it?
Yeah.
Was it Indiana Jones? Wait, I heard of some crazy thing where you can go to like Thailand or somewhere in
Oh,
India or
I'm
somewhere,
sure you can.
and you can like be eating monkey brains while being like pleasured
So
under the
wait-
table. Like that is a fucking weird.
Well,
Okay,
that's-
mine
well,
wasn't
that's
that
fucked
fucked
up.
up.
thing. That
Yeah,
is
okay.
messed up, right?
But would you
What,
eat it?
the things you dream of are very strange, Chris.
So would you eat? Would you eat an elephant?
I would try it.
yeah,
You try
Yeah.
an elephant?
I would try an
Yeah.
elephant.
No.
Almost any animal.
That's too close to people.
Yeah.
Its brain works too close to people, just like a simian.
Yeah, well, I'm not looking to eat the brain.
Well, then why not eat a
little
monkey?
Pound of flesh.
Then why not eat a monkey?
I don't know. Just that's where the full stop comes in my
That's
brain. I don't
weird.
know
Yeah,
what
I
it
have
is.
to admit, I don't think I'd have a full stop until I hit person.
Yeah. Okay.
So you
There you
try
go.
monkey?
I would try monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I would.
But I'd eat bears, tigers.
yeah.
I mean,
I've had bear.
yeah.
I've had bear. It's interesting.
I don't think
it's
I've ever
kinda-
had bear.
You kind of more cook it in a roast style. Anyway, that's how I had it. It's kind of roast beefy,
Mm.
like
Leave
well
that.
done roast beefy.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
A little chewy.
I've
little,
had
yeah.
alligator,
little greasy.
Yep, I've had alligator.
I've had
Yeah.
alligator.
and it was all right.
Fat snake.
Yeah, I've had
It's a
snake.
neck.
It's all right.
I've had camel.
I've not had camel.
I would
I've
try
had-
camel.
I've had
A
camel.
heartbeat.
There was this place. There was this joint. You know how they put up like the
The
at
yurt?
at Christmas times. A yurt. No, at Christmas times they put up like the booths in the malls or whatever. And they
Oh,
had, like,
kiosks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was one in St. Thomas, and this guy was selling exotic meat, like pepperettes and fucking
Oh,
salami and
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. And he had kangaroo,
Nice.
camel. I think he had zebra.
Yeah.
He had a whole bunch
Nice.
of shit. I tried all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I did
And-
try some
And
kangaroo
it
once.
was
Yeah.
weird. Kangaroo
is.
wasn't like it was.
I don't know
It was weird in the sense that you're eating shit that we think is cute,
Right.
like that whole Dennis Leary joke
Mm-hmm.
where it's funny how we eat all the ugly things and keep all the cute things. Like
Yeah.
eat the tuna, keep the dolphin.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try and do the bit, but yeah,
Yeah.
that whole thing.
That's true. It's like people are like, I love animals, but I fucking hate spiders. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
maybe you
right?
don't like love animals as much as you think you do. You're
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a somewhat different category.
I guess so.
I have to admit though, rabbit. Have you had
Oh,
rabbit?
yeah.
I've never had wouldn't turn my nose up at,
Yeah.
but
I've never enjoyed it.
I've
It was
never
a-
voluntarily had
Yeah.
or
I've had it a few times and I've never enjoyed it. It's one of those things that I wish I did enjoy more. But
Yeah, me too. I feel the same way. Like I've had it enough times where it's like I have no desire to want to try it again.
yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, if someone made it for me, like, oh, okay, okay,
If I was at their house,
cool.
I would politely have a
Sure,
bite, that sort
yeah,
of thing. But
but I'm not going to go back for like,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I agree.
Just-
I want to like it more.
would
Yeah.
you eat a puppy dog?
Yeah, I'd probably try dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this would also obviously
Not mine.
This would
That'd be
obviously
weird.
yeah, right? This is obviously in going to the places where in that culture it is the norm.
Yeah,
I'm
what
not
it-
saying like, would you go and grab a puppy dog and then take it to the butcher and be like, hey, butcher my butcher
There's
not
a
my puppy dog.
really
Not a puppy. It's not enough
fucked
meat.
up-
I'd wait till it gets bigger.
Yeah. But
This
you know what I'm
is-
saying? Like if you went to Korea or wherever
Yeah.
it's normal or
Yeah.
like in Peru,
yeah,
like
yeah.
we were saying, it's normal. The guinea pig, it's just that's what you eat. It's like fucking
This is a
having
weird-
chickens.
The
Yeah.
Philippines, and I remember Carlos and Phil talking about this. So this is going to sound disgusting, but on the topic of weird dietary choices, I think this fits in.
Different dietary choices.
Different dietary, different dietary choices. But there is some sort of celebration they do where they overstuff the dog, and then they basically
Butcher and eat the dog.
But before that, they basically give the dog vertigo, by spinning it around to allow it to.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, and then they take whatever he yaks up, and then they turn that into a meal, and then I think the dog itself becomes.
So
a
the
meal.
yak up, that's a place where I'd probably say no thank
I'd
you.
be good. I don't.
I'd eat the
I
dog.
I would not eat vomit,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, so I don't count vomit because it's no different than I believe it's Japanese culture where they feed the cow till it gets to super
okay.
variety or something.
Yeah.
And they don't let the cow move.
Wagyu beef.
Yeah, it's a very
No,
specialized beef.
That's different. That's
Is that
where
different?
They treat the cow good when it's Wagyu.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
It's not allowed to move. They
no,
feed
it is.
Oh, is it?
I always thought they
Yeah.
kept it so
No,
they
they
couldn't move or bruise
They
itself.
massage it. That's
Mm.
veal.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
just
the
veal in
calf.
general. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
baby cow.
Yeah, baby cow.
And they don't let it move.
I have to
and
admit,
shit
I've
like
never
that.
understand the love of veal. Maybe I've never had it prepped proper.
It's very meh.
Yeah.
I've used it in cooking a couple times, but I've only ever used it in like meatballs or chili.
yeah.
I've never actual like veal steak or
Yeah,
anything. Anytime
I've
I've
tried-
had it, it's been like,
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah, I've never really ground
Yeah, I'm
it.
the same. Like I've had it and it's fine, but I can't justify what you need to do to get it.
Oh,
Like,
it's not even
That
to justify.
too, that
It's just
too.
Yeah,
I'd rather have a T-bone. Let it
Agreed,
grow,
yeah.
and I'll pay the
Yeah.
extra or the
Yeah.
same for a good fucking T-bone.
Yeah,
Really.
I wouldn't pay that much money for a veal cutlet. Fuck
no,
that.
I
No.
pay way more for the fucking T-bone.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, it's not something I'm always going out and mixing my
No.
meats with.
Hmm.
Another thing that we've been hearing a lot lately is people eating more insects,
Yep,
and
I'm
that is
fine with
pretty
that.
common in many other cultures.
It's been common forever. We
Yeah.
Just not
people
here.
Yeah,
In North America?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
100%.
I mean, I know it's been
You
here.
just called them crabs and lobsters.
fair,
They're called
fair.
sea bugs, dude.
For sure. For sure.
That's why I don't
yeah.
eat that shit. That's one reason why I don't eat fucking shellfish and shit like that. They're fucking sea bugs.
I have to admit,
What
I
if
don't
you're on
mind
a
it.
deserted island?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd do it.
You
I
couldn't do
would.
it, eh?
I'm not a huge fan of fish, but I would probably try and like spearfish
Okay.
before. If it
Hmm.
came to like a last, like I probably would.
Well, if you're gonna,
I would bring myself to eat it if I
Yes.
was on like dying terms.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that disgusting. I've had it.
Yeah.
I would have crab again.
Mhm.
I do enjoy crab in certain forms. Like I like crab cakes, but that's because there's like a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
Like
It's not really.
potatoes
You
and-
could probably take the crab and you still be okay with it.
right.
Yeah.
Like I've had like crab sushis and stuff
Mm.
like that where it's obviously cooked.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't eat raw crab.
No, you
right?
can't.
You probably shouldn't.
But it's bugs. Those are bugs.
Essentially, it's interesting how people hold those in such high delicacy and then they charge ridiculous amounts for.
Really?
For crab
Was it
and
the
lobster.
grasshopper?
I watched-
Grasshoppers. You can get the grasshopper flour.
Yeah, crickets.
Yeah,
and
crickets,
grasshoppers.
sorry, crickets.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
Yeah,
yeah,
grasshopper
yeah.
ones too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've done it. Yeah,
yeah.
I have no issue. It's funny. My
Yeah.
wife has a little bit of a
Oh yeah.
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 To me, I'm almost like
Well,
fuck it.
People ain't down with bugs, right?
I'll if I'm gonna eat a fucking pig, I'll happily eat a bug.
Yeah. Agreed.
Prepared
I
properly, tasting all right. Sure.
I'd eat fried fucking scorpions and spiders.
I watched a thing actually going back to the whole lobsters.
Hmm.
Lobsters.
You lobbying for
Originally, when people were eating lobsters, originally back in the day, when they first started doing it,
doing
or-
burp.
you know, kept records of said things.
Uh huh.
It was like poor people food.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
Used
was
to be, yeah.
like it was like no, this
Hmm.
is garbage. It was garbage food, right?
Right.
But people were eating it. But then people, and this was on the coasts, but then people on the inner part of the United States weren't able to get it.
Right.
So when they got it, it was a delicacy. It was, and that's
Mhm.
when the price went up, and it was a big hoity-toity thing. That you were, it showed status if you were able to serve or buy lobster, and then that became
A thing.
the norm.
That makes sense.
Even on the coasts where you're able to just, hey,
Yeah.
look, lobster. Okay,
Yeah.
cook it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I have to
But
admit,
yeah,
just
I
that
just,
easy
thought it was, I
picking
just
up.
thought it was interesting.
That is
Yeah.
interesting.
Like
yeah.
economically interesting, or like
I'll-
historically interesting.
it's humans figuring out how to play one
Yeah.
another in order to make a buck or two. It's like
Yeah.
diamonds.
Yeah, and
They're
a lot of.
technically everywhere.
I was just thinking that too. Very much
Maple
like diamonds.
syrup.
Yep, maple syrup is another good example. But I think that's a lot of culinary things. Is a lot of our delicacies come from poor people trying to figure
yeah,
out
maybe.
foods together, right?
Maybe.
In economic hard times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that becomes their dish, and then like
Like
yeah,
hot dogs.
Hot dogs is
Hot
probably
dogs.
good. Yeah, yeah,
We got all this leftover meats.
yeah. Yeah, I think one thing I think about our culture that's interesting is our obsession with milk. I think that is
like liquid milk and loaves,
coagulated
loaves
milk.
of milk.
Yeah, exactly. Ice cream.
Well,
like,
not even our Korean culture.
yeah,
Korean specifically. I want to say culture. I guess culture. Yeah.
they would have a culture.
Yeah, they have their own culture within the Asian
Yeah,
umbrella. But yeah, they're very much cheese oriented as well. They do a lot of cuisines, and I found that odd because in other Asian cuisines, there's very little.
yeah. You don't see that in
dairy or
China
cheese or Japan.
Japan, yeah, it's not as prevalent. Absolutely,
But like corn and cheese and like melted together and stuff like that in Korean foods is a very big thing.
and also very
That's
delicious.
That's something you go and you get at the bar or after the bar when you're all fucking hammered up. Apparently, is like a bowl of corn and cheese and like slop.
Yeah,
Sounds
This
good.
corn and
actually.
cheese
I'll
slop.
fucking eat that.
Apparently, it's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Get some kimchi with it,
It's
it'd be great.
interesting how
And boba tea. That's a big thing
yes,
there. That's a big.
we as a culture. Well,
I've never understood the bubble tea thing. I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan either.
I'm-
But to those that, if you
I'm-
are, good for you.
I'm
That's
all
good.
right with it.
Yeah.
Not my
But I
jam.
would say European cultures because the French use a lot of butter.
Oh,
The
Right.
French use a lot of cream
right.
in cooking. Same
Yeah.
with Italians and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
So
and that probably funneled over to
I was just going to
North
say our
America,
obsession came
because
it's
from
bread.
we would be part of the European,
Yeah.
the white
Yes.
people, the white
The white
people
people,
in
yeah.
North
For
America
sure.
anyway would be part of the European
Yeah.
sect. So yeah, that's where the whole loving of butters and
Yeah.
cheeses and milks,
Ice
and
creams and things like that.
I have
yeah.
to admit, I'm
definitely
one of
come
those
from.
people. I have somewhat switched over more to the soy almond.
Yeah. Oh, I don't drink milk at home anymore. The
No.
only way I consume actual cow milk, and I'm not trying to be a snob or anything, but cheese,
What you can't see is his nose is raised way up. in the
It
air
is,
as
it
he
is.
says this.
and it's
He's-
growing as
he-
we're speaking.
He has his head between his own legs, sniffing his own fart.
Mm.
There
Oh,
is
smells
there's
so
a
good.
cloud of smug in the studio right now, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, cheese and sometimes the odd ice cream.
Oh
That's
no,
kind
yeah.
of it.
So, and I was
Yeah.
about to say the same thing. Where it's cheese. I still eat.
Yeah.
Nothing against really cow milk
No.
per se. It's just it's
Well,
one of
that
those
cheese-
things where
Regular cheese works right.
yes,
Right.
Vegan cheeses, soy cheeses, stuff like
Not
that.
quite.
Doesn't even operate like the half plastic cheese that you can fucking the
Yeah,
fucking
Kraft singles.
Yeah.
Doesn't even operate like that. That still operates correctly.
Right. But once
Vegan
they,
cheese is broken.
once they figure it out, I'll switch over.
We're,
no problem at all.
I have to admit, no, I still use real milk if I'm usually baking something, pancakes,
that too.
waffles.
That too.
Okay.
I
It
have
you kinda-
to me, it's
yeah.
still a real milk.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I've
tried to use the
there's-
fake.
Gotta
It
try that
doesn't-
next milk. I'll show that to you sometime.
We're a
That might
household
do it
that
for you.
doesn't. We don't operate on the. Yeah, we eat cow shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh, I eat
chicken
cow shit.
boogers
Oh
and-
yeah, I do too.
all the stuff you're not supposed to because
Chicken
it's not healthy. Yeah,
I don't know if it's healthy.
we eat
It's like
everything like that.
It
Sure.
takes out the fat. That's the big
sure,
thing.
that's the thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like
you can get the same benefit from a
But
glass
no,
of the soy
but
almond.
It's not the benefit; it's the taste.
Well, that's what I think
it's-
they've actually
it's-
been able to figure
it's
out a
the
bit more.
ew.
I agree. I
It's
agree.
the you versus the
Unsweetened.
factor.
Their sweet
I have
variety.
had
Ugh.
almond milks and oat
Unsweetened.
milks and all the fucking
Ooh.
nuts you can milk.
I will
All
agree.
the nut milks.
that macadamia
I've
nut
had
milk.
all the nut milks. I've had pine nut milk. I've had walnut milk. I've had fucking testicle nut milk.
I will agree with you on the
And it's
oat milk.
just
I'm not a
not-
fan
I
of
don't
that
like
one.
oat milk.
It
Yeah.
just doesn't
So-
hit like fucking milk does.
I will bring
I
you
love that you're
both.
patting them. Shut up, AJ.
No, shut up, AJ. No, I'll bring you both some stuff that changed me. It's made by Silk. It's called Next Milk. I don't know fucking how they did it, but they
If it's
managed.
gonna be like this fucking
it is the closest
disgusting
milk.
ass cereal that you fucking had.
No. It's the closest to milk I've ever had. If you drink it straight, you'll know right away it's not milk. It's not bad. It's just
Then
not
I
milk.
don't want.
However,
it's not
when
fucking
you
milk.
mix it or you make it with cereal, I could not tell a difference
Like,
for the life of me.
How can we not have a class action lawsuit against I can't believe it's not butter? Because I can believe it's not fucking
Yeah.
butter.
It definitely does not taste like
It is.
butter.
It doesn't taste. It doesn't look like
Yeah.
butter. Doesn't operate like butter.
Yeah.
It's fucking broken.
Right.
It's not butter.
It's definitely not butter.
Well, it just says on the package, I can't believe it's not butter. That's the package's perspective.
That's right.
They are allowed to
things.
explain their perspective.
That's
So
right.
it's their opinion.
Correct.
It's the
Yeah.
company's
Perspective.
opinion. They're
Yes,
putting their
they
opinion on the
can.
packaging. Speaking of butter, have you ever made butter?
I've churned butter before.
It's a very interesting process.
I've seen it. I don't think I've ever done
It's
it.
we
I've churned
did it,
butter and I churned ice cream back.
but
in the
you
day.
did it in.
Long time
Did you
ago.
do it in one of like
Mhm.
the? Was it a clear?
in an actual churn?
Was it a clear glass churn?
No, I think it
Dude.
was an old timey one.
Dude, you should try it. We did it in those big Tostitos cheese fucking dip jars. You can
Yeah.
get, the bigger ones. Put some cream in there, and we did it that way. It's the craziest shit I ever seen. It's a real life magic trick, dude.
It is. Yeah.
It's like because it's cream, so it's a little thick.
Yeah, the heavy cream.
And you start shaking and shaking
Yeah.
and shaking, and it turns into whipped cream basically. So
yes,
it's thick
I've
as
done
fuck.
that.
It's thick as fuck, right?
Yes.
But
If
so
you
you
keep
shaking
doing it,
past that.
Yes.
All of a sudden, it turns into milk
Yeah.
and a solid ball of butter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just instantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the weirdest shit
It
I've
is
ever
weird.
fucking
You drain off
experienced
the
in
extra
life, man.
stuff and
And yeah, no, the buttermilk's really good to use for like pancakes and stuff
Sure,
like that.
yeah.
But no, I was just thinking like it's like real life magic.
Yeah.
It
Like
is.
it's not, and
It's true.
it's not like ooh trick, like an illusion.
It's an illusion,
the
Michael.
butter's not really there, and it's
Yeah.
just the weirdest feeling because you're shaking it,
and then
and
clunk,
it's
clunk,
thick,
clunk,
it's
clunk.
thick, it's thick, and all of a sudden, clunk, 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 swish, 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 clunk, clunk. And it's like holy fuck, that just happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so so
That's
Yeah,
pretty.
it's
I've
fun,
never
yeah.
done
it
that.
is neat.
I've accidentally done something similar. I was trying to make just whipped
And then
cream,
you
and I overdid it.
Yeah. Well, then had you kept
Done
going,
that.
you just would have had butter, maybe sweet
the
butter.
whole-
I'm going to say it'd be a little
You could have
interesting.
put it on some toast, some toast with some cinnamon.
Oh,
and
that's actually
shit
cool.
like that.
I should have.
True. Yeah.
You
I'm
would have been
pretty sure
fine.
I got really angry and
Just
threw it
pivot,
out.
man.
There really
Just
is only varying degrees between milk, butter, and cream and cheese. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Well, cheese
little-
is that fermented.
Sure,
whatever,
yeah.
you leave
Yeah,
it
there's
out.
a culture that.
Yeah,
goes-
or culture.
I
better way.
I always think of this.
It's actually rennet is the stuff that turns cream into cheese, the
Mm.
curd, right?
Hmm.
Because the block of cheese is just curd squished together.
Yes.
And it actually comes from cow stomachs.
Well,
like they just shave
Nice.
the
It's the goo, the juice.
Oh, okay. Great.
It's the stuff that makes cut
Mhm.
basically.
Nice.
More reasons to want to eat cheese and
Yeah,
milk.
I mean you can do it with like
yeah,
you can do it with vinegar
yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's
I
the
honestly
stuff
did
they
not know that.
naturally to make actual cheese. It's called rennet, and
yeah,
it comes from cow stomachs.
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cool. I've
There you
learned
go.
something new today.
Makes me want to eat it less.
Moo, baby.
Nah, I look at it this way. I'm going to
No.
eat the damn cow pieces,
Yeah, I
guess
so
so.
fuck it.
I'm
I
gonna
don't care.
eat it. I'm gonna wear it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
use it to play catch.
Well, I
with
guess
my kid.
my
Yeah.
thing is like I often think about the origins of us and cow milk, and I don't know the exact history behind it, but I'm guessing somebody with a fucking fetish decided, you know what?
He lays up at night thinking
I do.
Who was the first
Who
guy
the
to suck
fucking
a cow
person is like,
titty?
I gotta suck a cow tit today? And I'm guessing it's something sexual. I was like, oh wow, this is
Take it one further. He wasn't just going around, I'm going to suck a cow tit. He's going like, what other fucking milk tits taste good
That's
too?
right,
What does
exactly.
this goat tit
What's up?
taste like?
oh, I'll get really low on this pig right here.
What is, oh, you can't get milk out of a cat. My fucking eyeballs hurt from the scratches.
No, we would bow to the kitty
we
cats.
bow to the kitties. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
So, like, I just think that's so fucking weird that we have an entire industry
Yeah,
based
kinda.
off of one person being like, yeah,
But
My,
You gotta
I
think about
truly
how
don't
far
know
back
the
that
well. That's
probably
just
went,
it.
too.
It goes
yeah.
all the way
So, like,
back.
not even, like caveman days.
and I mean, it was
I
well
think it
before
was a bit-
cows because I think we were doing other kinds of milks before cow,
Buffalo and
buffalo
shit
and
like-
goats and
Well,
shit.
they're all somewhat in the same genre.
Yeah, yeah.
But again, I have a suspicion, like we kill animals and
Moose
eat
milk.
that damn
The
animals.
fucking ladder. Sorry,
Makes sense, right?
Yeah,
When we
yeah.
kill and eat animals. I was
Yeah.
like, that's normal.
that's perfectly fine.
But of course, we start to see children eat that, or not children, but the cow's children.
yeah.
And of course, hey, you're hungry. You're thirsty.
Giraffe milk.
What?
Giraffe
Oh
milk.
my god, who's doing that? Who's doing that?
A moment we should have a camera.
I know. Yeah, you get on my shoulders and
Just
I'll
like Ben
squeeze.
Stiller said, you can milk anything with nipples.
True, it's true. Yeah, that's why.
Can
That's
you
why we
milk-
have such
can you
good
milk
almond
me,
milk.
Greg?
You just milk the almond nipples. That's right.
I always thought it's just like my whole juice thing.
Yeah.
You can't juice a fucking banana. I'm sorry. There's no juice in a banana. You can't. There's no such thing as banana
out banana.
juice.
That's
I'm
true.
sorry.
You don't have banana
So there
juice.
is no such thing as nut milk. But no, I figured out they like soak it in water.
Yeah, they do.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, they don't exactly extract milk from these non-milked items.
Right?
Yeah.
Why would they call it milk then? That's just a lie.
That's just 'cause
It should
people
be
are
like
stupid.
a milk with like a CK or something.
Well, I'm pretty sure they
Yeah.
don't even call it milk. If you actually look at the packages,
soy
Usually beverage or
Yeah.
something.
beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
only
Non-dairy
we,
soy
only
beverage.
we as humans,
Refer to
call it as
associate.
milk. Yeah,
Like when you say turkey bacon,
Right. It's
Yeah.
not actual
it's not bacon.
no,
It's garbage.
Exactly. It's garbage.
It's wrong.
It's
is what
shit.
it is.
Yeah.
I have to
Exactly.
agree. I call it one of those. Oh, interesting. Real bacon?
Yeah. It's kind of real.
Right?
It's real
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. No, I agreed.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. You know, it's
Beef-
turkey bacon if only everybody only has half a piece. Like, oh,
Oh yeah.
that's nice.
That
Thanks.
goes on this
Yeah,
side of the
that's right.
plate. Don't touch my.
Uh,
Beef bacon's pretty good.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's a thing that's been going around in halal, the halal
halal beefcake.
Mm.
halal, in the halal foods because when you order shawarma
Sure. Yeah.
from an actual
Shawarma, yeah.
place that has Muslim owners and everything like that, and it's all halal. Yeah, they give you an option of beef bacon.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I've had beef
It's
bacon before.
kind of smoky and
Nice.
however they make it. And then I've tried moose bacon.
Mm.
A friend of mine brought moose bacon once.
Nice.
That shit was wild, man.
No
I
shit.
like yeah,
No
it looked
shit.
like oh,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Um,
I'd like to see a domesticated moose.
right. That'd be that'd be
That'd be would be
not
wild at all. Not wild at all.
That'd be tame, dude. But no, it looked like it was weird because it looked like a strip of processed meat. Which I don't know how it was made, but then it had like little blobs of fat, like just little like little dots
Circles.
of fat
I think
all the way
I've seen
throughout
this,
it.
to be honest.
And then the fat melts and cooks the bacon, and it was fucking delicious.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Nice.
It was very interesting. Yeah, those are three. I've had four kinds of bacon
Wow.
because I've had wild boar, but I guess that's kind of pig.
That would be pig.
But
Wild.
wild pig.
Wild
But
pig. yeah.
crazy pig.
Crazy pig.
No one's damn pigs with piercings.
No
and
one's
shit.
no one's tying this pig down except for
Nuh-uh.
right now. Except for now that he's no longer alive.
But yeah,
Nice.
bacon.
Is that your
Well, I
goal?
guess I've
Is to
had
try
turkey
to get through
Try
as
all the
much-
bacons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bacon as you can.
That's okay. I'm about to get in trouble. I'm all about the pea meal.
Oh, you love the female bacon.
He's
man.
all about the peen.
I love my pea meal.
I don't mind
Those
female
peen
bacon.
Yeah.
That's not bacon though.
It's bacon.
No, it's not.
It's bacon.
It's ham.
Yeah. No, I'll put it in the bacon category. Although
No.
it is like
It's ham.
it's very close to ham, but it's delicious.
I love pea meal.
It's delicious. I like it.
Yeah.
Female ham. Canadian ham.
That's my big fan.
Canadian
Yeah,
ham.
huge
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why people think we're stupid is because we say Canadian bacon. They're like, oh, we're gonna try Canadian bacon. Then they come here and they try Canadian bacon and it's just fucking ham.
It's not
Like, what are
ham.
these stupid people talking
They-
about? Fucking this ain't
What do they
bacon.
what do they call it? Isn't female bacon here the same as like back bacon in the States?
I
Isn't it the
think
same
so.
thing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
same thing. Back
Yeah.
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 The bacon's supposed to come from
From the
around
side.
top. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like pork belly.
Yeah.
Pork belly is bacon,
Right.
just uncured, unprocessed.
Right.
Mhm.
Once
Now-
it goes through that process, it is bacon.
Mhm.
That's interesting. We eat pig, and pigs are genetically very close to humans.
Right. And very intelligent creatures.
Apparently so. Not so intelligent they can't
But I
stop
wouldn't
from
eat a
being
dolphin.
fucking farmed and eaten. But
That's true.
but they're pretty intelligent outside
It's
of
because
that.
they're not cute.
I mean, one
They
could say
actually
they're
are cute.
It depends. Like
I
once
think
they
pigs
get
are
like
cute.
once they get huge and like
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
that's
a
not
funny
necessarily
thing.
cute.
They're
But-
cute, I think, still,
Yeah.
even when they're covered in their own shit
Yeah.
mud. But they're creepy cute.
Yeah,
That's how,
exactly.
how I
Yeah.
phrase it.
You know what
Especially-
bothers me? You know what bothers? You know what grinds my gears
What
up
grinds your
about the
gears?
care of pigs. Pigs are actually very clean animals. Aside from no, I'm not even joking here. The shit in the mud is the fault of the people caring for the pig. Pigs will go to the bathroom in one area
Oh, okay.
and keep it away from all
Yeah.
Other
other
areas.
like a cat or,
Yeah, yeah,
or,
yeah.
A
or
dog
a,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So if you were to keep it in the proper enclosure, you would have maybe a muddy pig, but that's because pig skin is very thick
Mhm.
and they
Mhm.
get hot when it's outside and whatnot. So if you take the fact that they're shitting where they're bathing,
Yeah.
essentially,
Yeah.
having mud baths. You wouldn't have gross, dirty pigs. That kind of bothers
They
me.
would just be dirty.
Yeah, well, isn't that a metaphor for life?
But you can, I mean, when people think poo, they think bacteria. When they think mud, they think it could be washed
Oh
off
yeah,
at
that's
least,
fair.
right?
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's like my compost. It's that standard thing where I sometimes people go, "You do what?" Because the rabbits
Oh,
poo and piss in the compost.
And
Yeah.
I think we touched on this
Yeah.
this before. It definitely depends on the diet of the thing.
Yes, yeah,
If the diet of the thing is primarily or
vegetable.
all vegetable,
Yes.
then yeah, that makes complete sense. But
Yes.
if it's garbage like we're shoving into ourselves,
Oh God, no,
Made
yeah.
up
chemicals and
Yeah,
things that preserve other
Oh, God,
things
yeah,
and
yeah.
yada yada yada,
That
then
does not go
that's
in the
just
garden, no.
toxic
For
waste
sure.
coming
Are you-
out your bumhole.
I will put 1 cup of my piss in the water barrel at the start
Only
of the year.
one?
Yeah,
This one?
Mhm.
yeah.
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 Do you look forward to that day pissing in a cup and then dumping it in a water barrel?
I do kind of.
It's pee day. It's in the pee pee. I put in the pee pee into the plant to make it grow. It's in the pee pee.
Yeah, I look at it this way. It's one of those things because sometimes people will be like, "Oh, can I use your water barrel water just to rinse my hands?" Sure, but just as warning, I've pissed in that thing.
Literally.
I'll go inside.
I love it. Yeah, maybe they get like some pneumonia on their hands. Ammonia.
Well, no,
Ammonia,
because to
not
be honest,
pneumonia.
and that's
Oh.
why I just put it right into the water barrel because
Sure.
it's diluted properly. It's over time. It's all that standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's the weirdest thing you think you've ever eaten?
Oh, I already said mine. The duck tongue.
Okay, yeah, duck.
I can't think of anything weirder.
I would say 2 things that I think are probably the weirdest things I've ever eaten. I've had shark fin soup.
Oh, no, you can't say that.
I can.
Cut
'cause
that
I've
out.
already
That's
consumed it.
illegal. It's illegal. Cut that. There's
it
no
wasn't-
statute of limitations. On
It
that.
wasn't illegal where I had it.
At the time,
At the
I
time,
had it.
But
Exactly.
it is. No, it's still illegal.
Now it's illegal.
Just
it
because
is now.
something's now illegal, yeah.
Oh.
It's-
Okay.
No, you can't do it.
Well, it's been consumed now.
It's like
So,
when people
gotta
get
give it back.
excused when things become legalized and
Yeah.
they like get excused for their crimes.
Right.
It's like the other way.
The
around.
other way around. So now I
Once
got to
it
go to
become-
jail.
Now you have to
Yeah.
go to jail.
All right.
Yeah. Now I have to call the Chinese
Go
police.
with the fucking all the other animals that are in jail. Anyways,
I have the Chinese police.
it was one of those situations where it's like I would not order it myself, but it was ordered for me, so I'm like, I'm polite, I'll try it out, and it was weird and odd. It wasn't the worst thing I ever had, but it's definitely not something I'm gonna have again. And then the other thing we had, and honestly, everything surrounding was fucking weird. But we went to a restaurant where their delicacy was pigeon,
Oh,
and so we
I've
all
heard
had
of this. I've
pigeon.
never
Yeah.
had pigeon.
Yeah, so we had pigeon prepared for us, almost like little Cornish hens or
Mhm.
Okay.
little things, and we mowed down to those at
and
like
how was the sky chicken?
midnight. It tastes like chicken.
So it was sky chicken.
Yeah, no, it was fine. It was just odd in terms of how proud they were to make it. That was what I thought was the interesting part. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it was good. Just
Now I've heard of places around that they will keep a
yeah,
coop of them and eat
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
for sure.
I've never done it myself. I would try it. I would never. I would. Yeah, sure.
I would say those were 2 of my weirder culinary experiences.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've
Yourself,
eaten-
AJ?
I don't think I've had any like outlandish. They've already said the meat guy behind the mall in St. Thomas.
The meat guy behind the
I mean, the guy who had the exotic meats at the kiosk in the mall in St. Thomas.
Yeah.
That,
Not
yeah.
some random
He was
guy
like,
found in the street
"Hey,
shoveling
come
fucking
check out my meat.
roadkill in
You gotta suck on it to get the pleasure.
I've had beef cheeks before
Isn't that
What is
just?
that?
Isn't that just?
from the face of the cow.
Yeah.
Cheeks.
Oh, I've never had this.
Aren't
Cheeks
those
of
just
beef.
steaks?
Very nummy.
Yeah.
Very good.
Interesting. Yeah,
and
I've never had
cow
that.
tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really had like chicken liver, but it's
Yeah.
pretty-
Yeah.
that's a
pretty
liver.
odd,
That's
yeah.
a liver, right? So
Yeah.
it's to me like sushi is exotic, right?
Is it?
Because I don't eat fish. I don't eat
Yeah,
seafood.
you don't need the yeah.
Sushi's so exotic you can buy it at Costco now.
You can buy it at the fucking
Or you can
gas
buy it
station.
everywhere.
I know
Yeah.
it's crazy. Yeah.
That's the one thing. Yeah, gas station. Driving
Yeah.
with a buddy, and we I can't remember the name of the place. I walk in, and they have a sushi thing, and I'm
Yeah.
sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
In the
dear
su-
Lord in a handbag.
In the superstore, the real Canadian superstore, there they have an actual like
sushi bar.
sushi.
Hmm.
I don't want to say bar because you don't actually go and sit there and eat sushi, but
Not legally,
Hanging out
right?
with Loblaws eating sushi.
but yeah, they have somebody preparing it there. I
Right.
don't want to say a sushi chef or master because that is no.
Probably insulting to
That
sushi chefs.
incredibly. I've seen.
Yeah, I wouldn't call the guys in the back of Costco making up sushi chefs or masters.
Yeah, apparently it takes like 30 years to become an actual sushi master or sushi. Yeah,
hear such
I
things.
can somewhat understand. So the kids and I, we've made sushi at home. I have my fingers up, like we've had fun with it, made sushi, and it's just never as good as even going out to a place. Like,
The only time I've had sushi a couple times in London, and I've never enjoyed it. I was going the wrong place or whatever, but
the downtown one's the best.
The only place I've ever enjoyed the sushi. enjoyed Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you figured
enjoyed sushi. Fuck me.
Look at this podcasting thing went right one day.
It's more the English. He still has to work on that.
That's true. Yeah.
English.
English.
It was made by some like 80-year-old Japanese dude in a sushi restaurant in Winnipeg.
Okay.
Who didn't speak English. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he was up at that master status. Like,
okay.
He was fucking old, and he was just like, he like, you knew this cat knew what he was fucking up to, right?
Sure, yeah.
And yeah, it was a decent experience, but every time after that, it's been like, this is gross.
Well, you might have peaked.
I'm going to say, you maybe have had just that.
I think that's my problem. Part of the problem is like, no, this isn't. Because, I don't know, it was literally like melt in your mouth and you didn't have to chew. And
that's
anything else I've ever had, it was like, raw fish.
If you're going to go out for sushi in London,
you were eating raw fish. I didn't know I was eating raw fish the first time I had sushi.
Right. It doesn't have to be raw fish.
Well, I guess sushi's a style of preparing foods. It's not
sashimi.
Raw fish.
Typically will be the raw fish angle.
Yes. Yeah. That the first time. Yeah, I enjoyed the first time I ever ate the raw fish, and then
never again.
Never again.
At least you got to enjoy
barbecue.
it.
I've had barbecue eel.
Yeah, I've had that too. Actually,
barbecue eel sushi, pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that one that it's got like the shrimp in it. Like they put the shrimp in it like this.
Like that, yeah. Going in and out,
and they go like this with the shrimp. Yeah. And it's a long shrimp and it goes like that. And it's the tempura
little
shrimp,
skinny.
And it goes in like that.
For our 20s of fans out there, AJ is demonstrating with his hands how shrimp like to go in and out of.
They just go in
and then come
I'm just
out
demonstrating.
And then
it's.
out,
I feel like a neon sign.
And then out. Yeah.
I'm a neon sign of how the thing's prepared.
For sure. And
there's even a face.
That works out very well.
Oh my god!
And it's a very happy face.
Your hands giving your other hand.
I like that. That's fun.
That's what's happening there. Yeah, that's what's happening. And just so you know, sushi is not a sponsor of this episode. However, yeah, I'd take sushi as a sponsor. Why not?
I love that you're just saying sushi.
Yeah, just straight sushi. Yeah.
I don't know about Sue, but Genshi is pretty cool.
Well, it's more of just, I think burgers should be our sponsor.
Oh my God, burgers should be a sponsor. Yeah,
and pizza.
Yeah, and pizza. Yeah.
My
pizza
family does have an addiction to pizza.
I have an addiction to pizza.
Oh, my family, myself included.
Yeah, it's bad. Although we can talk about pizza. My wife only likes the toppings. She does not. Like
she's not a crusty girl.
Not her thing.
Really?
No. Yeah.
That's funny because my
kid
gets
called out for being weird. I'm like, whatever. That's your
my
thing.
kid's the opposite. My kid and your wife should get together and eat pizza together. Yeah. Because he likes the sauce and the crust. And if she just likes the topping, like cause he'll peel the cheese and all that shit right off, man. That's it.
Heaven.
Max and Becca can munch on the pizza.
Well, we know
together.
We're doing like dinner night. We're having pizza, right? We'll get one specifically for them. You
can have the toppings.
That's right. They both sit at the kiddie table.
Yeah, and hey, she can have whatever she wants on it too, just as long as he doesn't have any of the toppings on his. Exactly. When he goes to munch
That's
it,
all that matters.
Good. Yeah,
nice.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
I mean, he'll pick off bacon.
Yeah,
he'll pick off bacon and eat it.
That's good.
That's what but the cheese, no.
Yeah,
no cheese.
Hilarious.
So when I make pizza at home, I just put sauce on the crust
with some bacon.
Nice. And put it in the oven.
Hey, yeah.
So it's really just like,
and he still will not eat it with the bacon on. He'll pick the bacon off.
Yeah.
But he enjoys bacon.
Yeah,
right.
Gotcha.
So it's really just like an open face sandwich.
Yeah. it's like a flatbread with sauce.
I have to admit, it's what I always get in trouble at Thanksgiving from a good chunk of my family because.
Speaking of looking at phones,
yeah, because it would always be at Thanksgiving or those types of things. A lot of people they section off their plates.
Uh-huh.
I am one of those people. No, you just pile it all on top.
No, I'm a sectioner.
Nah,
So here's
I'm
the
a
thing.
pile on top.
Here's the
I'll
thing.
eat together. Like I'll take,
Yeah.
some
Some of
stuffing,
this, some of that,
and some
some-
turkey,
yeah,
and
yeah.
some taters, and some. I'll take everything on my plate, but I'm still like
Nah.
I like to know how much it can't coagulate into one mass of Thanksgiving ball.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that
Yeah.
either.
I have to admit, just give me my bowl, put it all in the bowl, stir it.
Although,
But again, in my mouth, when it's in my mouth, it can go all together.
although
when
I
I'm
do
chewing it
like
together.
those KFC bowls.
But even still, those are still separated
Sure.
because the potato. It all rests on the potato and the crunchy of the. Yeah.
What grosses me
Fuck
out,
no.
and the reason why I don't, and in fact, for Thanksgiving or whatever big dinners, I will avoid cranberry sauce like the plague for this. I am not a fan of that image of like somebody who mixes like the potato gravy and veggies together with the cranberry sauce.
Oh no, that's no good, man.
Oh, I mix it all. I'm
no, that's
that
no
guy.
good.
I am
gross.
that guy.
I am not. No.
I am
So
that guy.
definitely no cranberry sauce on my plate. I might have like
See,
a little
I'm
off to
more
the
of-
side.
I'm more of a cranberry jelly fan.
Sure,
too,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's not so saucy. There's
Yeah,
not like
for
as
sure.
much moisture. It's that ocean spray can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can't
You
goodness.
open
Oh,
up
I
the
love that.
can.
But I'm with
Yeah,
you.
love that shit.
I like segregating my food, but I like piling it high, but enough that I could separate it.
They can still touch.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like the stuffing
Yeah.
and the potatoes can touch. The
Yeah.
turkey can, and it all has
And-
gravy on it.
Yeah,
All of it-
exactly.
like it all has.
People
it's
like,
just-
oh, you want gravy for your potatoes or your turkey or your veggie? Like all of it. Just all of it. Just all of it. It's fine. Yeah, just bury the gravy. It's fine.
You know what? It's probably the aesthetic too, right?
That's
Like
true,
you
yeah.
want to look at it and have that.
yeah.
I have to admit,
Thanksgiving.
so I've learned throughout my course of my lifetime when we're doing an event, Thanksgiving, Christmas, any of these things, I will always try to have that first plate sectionalized because
Oh,
that's where the pictures are. People are all happy. Oh, this is so
Yeah.
lovely. But as soon as I get to fucking second plate, or as soon as we get to the digging in, I just stir that shit up and
all hell breaks loose.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Okay,
amazing.
no.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I have
prison eat.
prison. Get away from me.
Yeah.
I do like certain flavor combinations. That's why I like having them close together. But to put them all together in one,
Well,
no
see, yeah, that's
fucking
the
way.
thing too, right? Because then
No
you can,
fucking way.
because
That's
then you can
disgusting.
have, because then you can have like little cranberry jelly with some stuffing.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's it.
That's
And
it. You know,
it.
that's
That's their bite.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
your bite.
That's
And
right.
then the next bite's like turkey with potatoes, and that's it. That's your
fine.
bite.
Yeah,
That's
you
all
don't need to
you
do any more of
gotta
that.
do. That's
Yeah.
it.
The only
That's
thing
all
that's
you need.
allowed to permeate everything is gravy. Outside of that, that's it.
Right.
That's it.
It's like gravy is the blanket.
Yes. Yes.
You know, like the parachute game. Gravy's like the parachute. All the kids run under, but they're still all separated. They haven't run into each other and created another child.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I
Now,
disagree.
ice cream's a different story. You can mix that shit together when you have a bowl of ice cream and you maybe got some.
You get that
some
perfect
toppings in there.
consistency
You kind of
with
get
it.
like a milkshakey kind of
Yeah,
thing.
Throw
yeah.
some
With
gravy on
different-
that. Wait, what? No, wait, no. What?
Well, maybe,
Okay.
maybe if you want some gravy, get some salty
Some
sweet
salty
going on.
Oh,
Make Ben and
God.
Jerry's Thanksgiving.
You know what
ice
I'm-
cream.
you know what I'm thinking?
Pieces of turkey.
You know
and
what
a
would be
ribbon of
disgusting
gravy.
is if you did put gravy in ice cream that you let it freeze. That would look the worst
Now-
of fucking life.
Here's something.
There's no different
odd.
than caramel ice cream or anything.
Yeah, it would look like that. Yeah.
Something strange, but is a taste sensation that should sweep the nation. Vanilla ice cream
Hmm.
with balsamic vinegar on it,
No.
but it's got to be the balsamic vinegar that's like a syrupy consistency, not like vinegary,
Weird.
Okay.
because balsamic vinegar is like sweet.
Sure.
Yes.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not because I'm like
Yeah,
instantly
sure.
apprehensive because I'm like
I would try it.
I would try it. I don't know if I'd like it, but I would try it.
Would you
Alright.
try
Sure.
peanut butter and bologna?
No.
I would try it.
Yeah.
I doubt I would like it, but I would
Again,
give it a kick.
See,
I'm
I heard-
confident I wouldn't.
I
like
heard
it.
of this today. I was watching what was it, GMM,
Mm-hmm.
and they were doing it was Good Mythical More, and they were doing guess which cat or staff member likes weird food
Right.
combinations or whatever, right? And one dude was the bologna and peanut butter. I was like, well, bacon and peanut butter's good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and peanut
Bologna and
butter's good
bacon don't
on
taste the same though.
Peanut butter is good on hamburgers,
But
Yeah,
I
it can
bet
be.
you he grew up with this, didn't he?
Yeah.
probably.
There's
Yeah,
that
see, that's
nostalgia
always
hit.
it is. It's that
There
thing.
was another broad for instead of using chips for dip and stuff, she uses onions,
Yeah.
like a raw sliver.
yeah.
That's a bit
spoon
different.
of-
That's
but-
odd. Yeah.
That I couldn't know.
Yeah,
I like onions.
I've seen
just
people do that.
I like
online. They
that.
just mow
Yeah,
on
to me,
onions.
onions are just something you make
There's something you
with.
put
I
in
feel you,
things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw someone actually do that. They cut up a veggie tray once, and then they had just onions on the veggie tray. I'm like, who's just eating?
It would kind of
onions and
depend
dip?
because you get the like the
maybe-
sweet onion.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
Like
for
one of
sure.
those.
Maybe
Yeah.
green, like spring onions, green onions.
Well, green onions are the best
maybe.
onions for sure.
But
Not even question.
I don't know about like just like a sliver of fucking Spanish
Yeah.
onion.
Yeah, no,
scoop,
good lord,
scoop
yeah,
dip
no,
with.
That's weird.
Yeah,
But-
that is different.
But people, yeah, different. Yeah, different.
That's
yeah,
how we say
weird.
it politely.
But
Not
like,
weird.
do people,
different.
Do people think we're different for eating chips and dip
I mean, maybe not now, but
Maybe.
probably.
or dip in general?
Yeah, dipping. Fuck.
I have
yeah.
to admit, I'm not much of a dip guy.
It depends.
Not-
It depends for me.
Yeah.
It depends.
Gotcha.
It depends.
Yeah. Use that for your underwear, basically.
Yeah, like it. I don't like ranch. I'm definitely not a ranch guy.
I think ranch is way overrated. I don't know why
100%.
everybody likes it so
It's
much.
well, A, it's disgusting. B, yeah, I agree.
Well, no,
Yeah.
let's put it this way. This is more for salad, though. It's always Thousand Island. Always.
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
no.
No,
Yes.
I mean, Thousand Island's
you can
okay.
you can have your tastes, but you're still wrong.
Yeah, I'm a bigger vinaigrette guy, so I like Italian dressings. And
I like
things
an
that.
Italian. I like an
Yeah.
Italian.
I don't mind Thousand Islands though.
I
It's
like
good
a
shit.
sneezer
It tastes
dressing.
great.
Now that we're on to talk to salad dressing, I found this one salad.
I
I've
found
this one salad dressing. A buddy of mine made a salad dressing, and it was it's lemon juice with a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil, garlic, and ginger.
Sounds nice.
And that's it.
okay. Yeah.
That's it.
You don't
It
need
was
much.
like I think it's like a tablespoon of oil. The sesame.
Yeah,
like
and
there
you
was like
toss it.
not even that much oil in it, and you
Yeah.
just shake it up in
Yeah.
a freaking mason jar or whatever,
Yeah.
and pour it on you. It is the best motherfucking salad dressing I've ever had in
Yeah.
life. I haven't used another salad dressing in months,
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
and it's healthy.
Yeah.
because you think about like we were just saying Italian dressing. If you get it from the store,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
90%
fuck.
fucking
Yeah.
vegetable oil.
Saturated fat.
It's
nuts,
every
blah, blah,
possible
Shit like
blah,
that,
every
right? So
horrible
this
shit,
little, yeah,
yeah.
it's. I mean, maybe with you get some reduced sodium soy sauce if you want or whatever, right? Maybe
Yeah.
a little healthy, but it's better than fucking
Yes.
the
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
you get in the store. That's
As much
for
as
sure.
I love my Thousand Island, I know how horrible it is.
Oh
every
yeah,
time
yeah,
I
yeah,
eat it.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's
Cream.
just
It's
bad for you.
I used to like what was it Russian dressing? They used to call it.
Oh, I always thought Russian and Thousand Islands were the same, and they just changed over to Thousand Islands.
Oh no, it wasn't Russian. It was
Oh, Catalina.
that's the
There we
fucker.
go, yeah,
That's
yeah.
the fucker. It was basically like a
Like
syrup.
orange.
It was
syrup,
like orange
yeah.
sugar syrup goo. That's the fucker I used to eat all the time. Catalina. Do
Yeah,
they
I-
even make that shit anymore?
I don't know, but
Fuck, that's the bitch.
fucking Catalina wine mixer makes a good salad
Man,
dressing.
I want some of that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, all
He's
right.
Googling it.
Look it up. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so
Salads are good.
what people eat?
What
Yes.
people eat. Love
Besides my
eating.
penis.
No, well, I mean, if you want people to actually eat that, that's your fucking business.
I don't mind a little bit of pain.
You
with
just
my
want
enjoyment.
That's your business,
As long
man.
as they're nibbling the foreskin, he's good. He's good. He's
Just, that's the key, the nibble.
the
My
nibble.
name's Paul, and that's between y'all.
Well, on that note, should we wrap this up?
Me.
I mean,
Yeah,
bookend with
We gotta go nibble on some things.
bookend with the Dave's penis.
Yeah,
This
fuck,
time we
man.
started talking about that. Now we're
Wrap it up
talking
in
about
some
that.
nice little butcher paper and send it off with a little butcher twine. Apparently, he likes a nom nom nom.
That's right. I mean, what? How much does half an ounce of meat go for these days? I don't know. I don't know. But well, you're.
I don't know.
You
You
It'll
get
get
it-
bigger.
you
It'll
get
get bigger.
I guess the weight does change as you get
does,
there. That's
yeah.
the
Depends
Right.
on it depends
I'll
on
have
if
to test
they,
this
if they
later.
measure it by the inch or the millimeter. If they do it by the millimeter, you're gonna pay.
He's yeah,
If
for
you do
sure.
it by the inch, you're good.
I love it. And you out there, let us know about what you thought about our episode. What are your thoughts on diet internationally and beyond? What do you think's weird or odd or different we hadn't talked about? Do you like what we had to say? Do you think we should talk about other types of foods? Let us know. We want to hear from you. Check down with us in our comments. Check with us on our Discord server when we're there. And we want to keep this conversation going about fun and interesting foods. If you like what we're doing, we got ourselves a little Buy Me a Coffee link. You can throw us some money there to help us pay for some bubblies and keep the lights on and all that fun stuff. If you're not feeling well in the mental department, we just want you to know you are not alone. You're just like us and the rest of the world out there. And it's important to talk about that stuff because you matter, not just to us, but to those who are around you. So if you can't find anybody around you to talk about the stuff going on in your head, we will have links up in our description so you can find any of the help that you might need. But until next time, I've been Harvey.
I'm to Dave.
I'm hungry.
I bet you are.
Well, it's because of how we ended the episode.
Yeah, Dave Penis, exactly. He's ready for that.
I like Tic Tacs.
Wow. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Not even just the tip. And just like that, you got yourself sarcastically distracted. Thanks so much for joining us on our program this evening and have a wonderful night. Peace.
Take care, all.
Bye now.